Hey, hi, welcome guys. Welcome back to our channel, which is Fiberon. Today, I'm going to discuss about how to test the APIs with the help of the Postman. Okay, so before going to be start, I am going to request you, whoever directly jumped to this video, I am requesting to you, please watch the earlier video in which I showed you what is API, right? So in this video, what I'm going to show you how to test your APIs in the Postman. But before going to test the API, we should have Postman, right? So in order to install the Postman, how you can install the Postman, just do one thing. Just type Postman download over the Google, or you go to your favorite browser, just type Postman download. You will go to this side and there is an option to download. If you can go here, yeah, so there is an option to download. If you are Window user, then you can select, or whatever browser, whatever operating system you are using, it will directly detect that and it will install that. Just click on that. It will ask what is your Windows architecture. It's a 32-bit or 64-bit. As of now, mine is 64-bit, so I'm selecting this. As of now, already I having, so I'm pausing this. Okay, so once your download has finished, what to do, you have to install. It's a very not a hard and fast rule. Again, for Linux and Mac, I'm saying to you, for Linux, there is a software Play Store is there. For Linux right now, they are going to provide, right, like a Play Store. Just go there and search for Postman. You will get it out there also. And for Mac also same thing, right? So how to install that? Very simple. Just click next, 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 and finish. That's all. In case of Windows, in case of Ubuntu, if you are going to install the Postman, through the software center, then it will directly install. No need to install manually. Also, in case of Mac, also same thing, right? So this is the all about the installation part. Once your installation has done, your Postman will look like this. Okay, your Postman will look like this. Okay, just give me a moment, guys. So your Postman will look like this. So hey, there is right now. Okay, so everything, I'll show you some interface here. What are those? Here is the option like a new, import, runner. Okay, what is new? If you are going to create your own collection, own request, so just click on new and you can select the appropriate thing. Like if it is a request, if it is a collection is nothing but bunch of requests you are going to store in the single folder or in the single place. So that is known as the collection. Okay, so collection and request. Environment, again environment, same request if you are going to hit dev environment, same request if you are going to hit in the staging environment, same request you are going to test in the production environment. So separate environment you can create it up. Okay, that's all about this. So right now I'm going to create a collection. Okay, so just a minute, I'm going to give the collection name testing. I'm going to give the collection name as a testing and create this. So let me create this. Once you create that, it is asking to run or share, right? So nothing but I'll show you about this share or run. What is that? So let me create it's a testing collection got created. Now next is what you have to integrate the APIs here, right? You have to integrate the APIs here. So for creating the APIs, I have a simple site. Just go to your favorite browser and search for reqres. Okay, request response .in. So I will provide you this thing over the description, this link. Just go there. There is a different kind of operations they had provided. Generally in case of APIs, we are going to perform CURD operation. Okay, if anyone knows about what is CURD operation, if anyone whose background belonging to the database, so CURD they knows. CURD. Okay, so it's nothing but CURD means create, update, and delete, this kind of thing. So basically, what is that? What is the API role here, guys? API is nothing but if you want to create some entry into the database and you don't have the access to the database, the API is making an authenticate person to you, and it is taking the data with you and it is going to store in the database. So this is the one side I can say REQRES, where you will get the simple API. But if you are, again, if you are in the learning stage or you are a student, then I am going to provide this this link, and from there you will get the simple API to practice. Again, whoever is watching this video, who having some experience, then they might be they having their official APIs, they can automate, right? And they can test that. First I will show you how to test the API with the help of Postman, and later on I'll show you how to test those same API with the help of the code. Okay, so this is the complete agenda, full to full. Means first you have to test the manually, then you have to test the through the code, right? So let me clear this diagram and I'll show you these things. 1 minute guys, 1 minute. So I'll just try to test this get API first, and then post, then delete everything. Get is nothing but if you want to something, if you want to fetch some data from the database, if you want to fetch some data, get is nothing but get is what? Fetching the data from DB. DB is what? DB means database. Okay, post API, post method, not post API, post method. Post method is what? If you want to create a new entry in your database, then always we should use post creating. Okay, so basic methods are available. And then delete, as its name is suggesting something, right? Delete is what? If you want to delete some entry from the from your database, then you should use the delete method. Okay, get post, and then update is what? There is a entry, and if you want to change something, it's like an update query, right? If you know the SQL thing, then you can easily correlate these things. What is the update? Update is nothing but if you have the existing data, and in that existing data you want to manipulate something, then you should use the update query, method, right? Hope you understood this. And there is a one more method is there, put. And there is so many methods are there, don't worry about at all, but generally people are using these 4 or 5 methods only. Put is kind of post only, guys. Put is kind of post only, it's nothing difference. Okay, so if you want to create again new data in your database, then you can use the put method. Hope you understood different kind of methods of the Postman, REST API. And now I'll show you, now I'm going to show you, let me clear this. Now I'm going to show you how to test the API with the help of the Postman. So basically you have to take 2 things. One is base URL, another is what? Request endpoint. So this is my base URL. Let me copy this and go to your Postman. And here, you just now created a collection. I showed you how to create a collection. Just click here, and here is the option add a request. Just click on that, and I'm going to keep my request name simple get request. You can give any name, no worries at all. It's just for your understanding purpose. I have created a simple get request. You can see here is the get request. Now here is the URL it is going to pass. So I am passing this URL, and now in this URL there is just so many APIs, right? Each API having their own endpoint. What is the endpoint? Again, I have created a separate videos over there. Just go to watch my video. What is the endpoint? Endpoint is nothing but, see, in one home there is a multiple family members are there, like A, B, C. Each members having their own name, right? So in this endpoint there is a multiple APIs are there, and I want to know means which API I want to hit. So I have to call that API name, right? So this is your this is your get API, right? So this is your endpoint. Just a minute. Copy this, Control C, and go to your Postman and paste it here. Okay, so sorry, it came down. Okay, now as what is the method name? Method name is the get. You can see here method name is the get, and what is the response should be 200. Guys, again, response code is very important. I'll let you know what is the different kind of response code, and it is a get method. Now try to send it. Okay, so yes, you are getting the response and you are getting the status code also. Okay, let me highlight this. So you can see this is status code, right? And you can see the body also. Okay, you can see the body also. If you will go to this website, here also you can see the same body, right? So what I am going to do, I am passing this request API user page 2. So inside of page 2, whatever data are available in my database, that is going to fetch for me. And you can go to your Postman also. You are getting the same response, right? Whatever response given. So like this we can test in our Postman. Okay, so two things you have to check. First thing is your status code. Status code always should be 200 series, mean 201, 202 like this. Okay, if your status code, is not 200 or 200 series, it is 300, 400, then there is a problem either from the your end, means your end is what, whether you are not passing. Okay, let me clear this. Means sometime what is going to be happen, we are not passing the correct input, or correct request, might be correct request we are not passing, right? So that time also you will not get. I'll show you, wait a minute. What I'm going to do, I'm just passing this. Intentionally I made a bad request and just send it up. Okay, still we are getting response. No worries, no worries. I can make it something blah 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 and send a request. Oh, still I am getting response. No worries, just change something. Yes, still I am getting response. Okay, I can change this always. So might be this time I can show you. Yeah, so here it is saying that, see, can you see this endpoint is not matching, right? So yes, you can say req dot in, I am passing dot in. Okay, and just try to check that. So in means my conclusion is what, if your status code is not 200 or 200 series, then there is a problem either in your side, means you are not passing the correct input, or there is a problem with your backend side also, means your backend is not eligible to take the request or passing the response, right? So there is a two thing you have to debug, you have to point it out basically. So what is the problem? Hope you understood about this, how to configure, means how to check the API with the help of the Postman. And now I will show you in the next video how to test this thing with the help of the Java code, right? Hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you also like this video. If you really like this video, then please do subscribe our channel so that never miss our update, right? Because we are coming, means from the last 5 to 6 months, we are intentionally uploading our video on the data science and different kind of domain, like and Django database, different kind of domain. So if you are area of interest to know about these things, then please do subscribe that so you will never miss our update. Thank you for watching this, guys.